Could a single photo trigger an unexpected reaction from someone who is usually calm in public? What if that photo featured someone who has stood on the same stage with him for years, sharing the same journey, the same victories, and perhaps even secrets that were never truly revealed? And what if the reaction came from a person known for rarely showing his emotions openly? These are the questions that suddenly flooded social media when a new photo of Kim Taehyung was released by the official account of Netflix Latino America. But what changed everything was not just the photo itself. What truly made fans pause was something that appeared shortly afterward, a reaction believed to be connected to Jungkook. Was it merely a coincidence? Or was there something deeper unfolding behind the scenes? On March 12, 2026, the NetflixLAT account on X posted what initially seemed like a simple treat for fans. A long thread featuring fondos de pantalla, or mobile wallpapers, showcasing new portraits of Taehyung. In each post, image after image revealed different sides of the idol long known for his artistic aura. Some portraits were close-up shots highlighting his sharp expressions. Others showed him in a casual yet elegant style, while a few images captured a mysterious gaze that has often made people wonder, what exactly is Taehyung thinking? For ARMY, however, every small detail carries meaning. They noticed the color of the background, the camera angle, even the slightest change in expression. Within minutes after the thread was published, the post began spreading rapidly across platforms. Thousands of comments appeared, retweets surged, and discussions started forming almost instantly. Many fans praised Taehyung's visuals, calling them too perfect to be just a wallpaper. Some said the photos looked like scenes from a cinematic production. Others speculated that the release might be an early hint of a larger collaboration between Netflix and Taehyung. Yet in the middle of the excitement, something small suddenly caught attention. A comment. It wasn't long. In fact, it was extremely brief. But the tone felt different. Several social media users began sharing screenshots they claimed were connected to an interaction associated with Jungkook. The sentence did not mention any name directly, yet the context quickly led many people to connect it with the newly released photos of Taehyung. The remark sounded half-joking, but also sharp. To some people, it felt like the playful teasing between longtime friends. To others, the tone seemed a bit more personal. Did Jungkook really react to Taehyung's photos? Or was this simply an overinterpretation by fans who often search for deeper meanings behind every word? The question began spreading faster than the photos themselves. The names Kim Taehyung and Jungkook quickly became trending topics across several countries. Discussions emerged not only about the photos, but also about the dynamic relationship between the two members that has fascinated fans for years. Some fans revisited old moments where Jungkook appeared to react to something related to Taehyung. From subtle glances on stage, short remarks during live broadcasts, to expressions accidentally captured by cameras, Taehyung understand why this reaction became such a big topic. It helps to revisit how the journey of these two members developed over the years. Since debuting with BTS, Taehyung and Jungkook have often been seen as having a unique dynamic. They started their careers as teenagers navigating the demanding world of the entertainment industry. In many early interviews, other members of BTS described their relationship as colorful, sometimes incredibly close, sometimes appearing to push each other through healthy competition. Taehyung has long been recognized for his artistic aura. Many see him as the member with a distinctive visual style and an unconventional creative perspective. Meanwhile, Jungkook is widely known as the Golden Magne, someone capable of excelling at nearly everything he tries. These contrasting personalities often create intriguing moments, and perhaps that is why every small interaction between them always becomes a major discussion among fans. The photos released by Netflix Latino America added another layer to the story. In several images, Taehyung appears wearing stylish outfits under dramatic lighting. His gaze is sharp, yet calm at the same time. Some entertainment industry observers even commented that the images possess a cinematic quality rarely seen in typical promotional materials. The speculation intensified when some fans noticed that the visual aesthetic of the photos resembled the style often used in Netflix productions. Theories quickly began circulating. Some suggested Taehyung might be involved in a global series project. Others believe the wallpapers were part of a large promotional campaign that has not yet been officially announced. But before those theories could grow further, attention returned once again to one thing: Jungkook's reaction. For many fans, the response felt very Jungkook-like. Several pop culture observers even started discussing the phenomenon from a broader perspective. They noted that the relationships between BTS members have always been one of the reasons the group remains so captivating to the public. And in the era of social media, even a short comment can turn into a global event. That seems to be exactly what happened this time. The team photos shared by NetflixLAT might have been intended as a small gift for fans. Yet within hours, they became the center of international conversation. Many fans began comparing Taehyung's expression in the photos with older moments when he stood beside Jungkook. Some claimed the gaze in the images looked challenging. Others described it as overwhelmingly charismatic. At the same time, some fans laughed at the jealousy speculation. They argued that the relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung is far too strong to be shaken by something like that, but as often happens in fandom culture, the debate only made the topic grow larger. Or was it simply a coincidence in timing that made two unrelated events appear connected? So far, there has been no official confirmation explaining whether the comment was linked to the photos released by NetflixLAT. Yet it is precisely that uncertainty that keeps the story alive. In modern entertainment culture, mystery often spreads faster than answers, and this story contains all the elements that keep audiences watching closely. And most importantly, there is a question that still remains unanswered. Did Jungkook really react because of Taehyung's photos? Or is this simply another reflection of how fans interpret the bond between two idols who have grown up together for more than a decade? One thing is certain: since the images were released by Netflix Latino America, the conversation about Kim Taehyung and Jungkook has once again become one of the hottest topics in global entertainment. What makes the situation even more fascinating is how quickly the narrative began to evolve after the initial excitement surrounding the images faded into deeper speculation. Within hours, the conversation had moved far beyond the simple fact that Kim Taehyung had new official wallpapers released by Netflix Latino America. Fans were no longer just admiring the visuals. They were asking questions. Questions about timing, questions about context, and most importantly, questions about the reaction believed to be connected to Jungkook. Why now? Why did this moment feel different from previous photo releases or promotional content featuring Taehyung? After all, throughout his career with BTS, Taehyung has appeared in countless photo shoots, campaigns, and visual projects. His reputation as one of the most visually striking idols in the global entertainment industry has long been established. Fans are accustomed to seeing him dominate magazine covers, fashion campaigns, and artistic photo series. Yet something about these particular images seemed to ignite a new wave of conversation. Part of it may lie in the atmosphere surrounding the release itself. The thread posted by NetflixLAT did not simply drop one image and disappear. Instead, it unfolded gradually, image by image, creating a sense of anticipation with each new post. Every pair of photos revealed another angle of Taehyung's presence, sometimes calm, sometimes intense, sometimes almost cinematic in its mood. The lighting, the framing, the styling, all of it seemed carefully designed to emphasize the depth of his expression. Observers of the entertainment industry quickly noticed that the visual direction felt closer to film promotion than to a typical wallpaper release. Some even pointed out that the close-up shots carried a dramatic tone often associated with character introductions in streaming series. As fans debated these possibilities, the discussion once again circled back to Jungkook. The alleged remark that began circulating online